Get ready, Staten Island.
The Ferry Hawks are back at SIUH Community Park July 7th to the 12th for a 6-game series against the High Point Rockers. Tonight, first pitch is at 6:30. It's Thirsty Thursday with $5 Bud and Bud Light drafts. Friday, July 10th, first pitch is at 7 p.m. May the Force be with you on Star Wars Night with post-game kids glow around the bases with special lightsaber training packs.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Just remembering that Jake Tapper is the one who shut down an interview with Laura Trump when she said that Joe Biden seemed to be out of it during 2020 and hinted that he might have, early onset dementia or something like that. And Jake couldn't tolerate that. Shut down the interview. Insulted her. This is one of the biggest liars in the country, Jake. And that's who you go to? What about the Maine State Police? How many women might have been saved? Right? Because I would assume that he could do this again. Keep going.
Yeah, and he would apologize in those moments and then go back to doing what he was doing.
So he was aware that he was doing something wrong and saying sorry.
I feel like he was, in moments.
Is there any way that he thought this was consensual or no? Just because...
I don't believe that you can think that that scenario was consensual. You have to understand that that wasn't when somebody is repeatedly... when somebody in the middle of it says, "Don't touch me," that's obviously not consensual.
Especially if he's apologizing on occasion.
Yeah. And that next morning, so after everything ended, I ran to the bathroom, which is just beside my bedroom, and I was in there for a while and just trying to comprehend things. Were
you crying? Were you...
I honestly I don't think I was crying. I was more in shock and yeah, just trying to understand what had just happened. Especially this is a person I have known and have trusted and have had very consensual relationships with, all along until it wasn't. And so that was a really hard thing to understand, that this was a person I trusted. And so I spent a little bit of time in the bathroom, and when I came back out, he was asleep in my bed. And at that point, I didn't know what my options were. Obviously, I don't want this person in my house. And when I, earlier had realized how drunk he was, I knew that he had driven over that way. I'm surprised he made it to my house. And if I woke him up and sent him home, I am now making the decision to put somebody that drunk on the road. And I didn't want to live with the fact that if he got into an accident or hurt somebody else. And I remember thinking that I could tell him to leave, and I could call the police immediately, and I could at least get him caught for drunk driving. So I was I'm going to let him sleep, and the second he wakes up, I'm going to tell him to leave. And so he slept.
Oh, a bad word is coming up. A bad word.
And I remember turning on, I have one of those noise machines that you sleep with, and I turn it on ocean waves, and I'm I'll just try to meditate. It didn't work.
All right, do me a favor. Let's stop this. All right, because she's about to say the bad word. It doesn't get any more, specific. I just don't think I don't think you can shut down a campaign over something so flimsy. And where are the voters? Huh? Don't they matter? Don't they matter a little bit? I think they kind of matter. I think they should matter very much. I got to leave that alone for a second. James Flippin, do me a favor. What do you make of all this crap with this Platner and this? I find her to be very, very uncredible, no credibility.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I haven't really watched her speak about it, but I just know that the circumstances surrounding it all are very convenient, I guess you could say. I've read some sort of conspiratorial thinking about it, that maybe the powers that be in the Democratic Party kind of liked having a flawed candidate, liked having a guy who could be subject to blackmail and things like that. But the truth of it is, I don't know how much that really matters, because whether it's somebody who was put in place because he is a easily manipulated political asset, or if it's somebody who just really is this bad guy that he seems to be, it reflects poorly on the powers that be in the Democratic Party. And whether Graham Platner's leaving for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, I think it just goes to show you that the DNC and its arm in Maine have absolutely no clue what they're doing. Anyway, James Flippin' the News is coming up. The Greg Kelly Show will continue.